Ethan, a 12-year-old boy, spends most of his free time playing video games. One day, while browsing a flea market, he discovers an old, dusty game cartridge labeled the final level with no developer name or publisher details. The seller warns him, this game is special, but Ethan, intrigued, buys it anyway. That night, he plugs it into his console, and the game boots up with an eerie intro. The game world is a medieval fantasy setting with a single message, complete the final level to win. With no menu or tutorial, Ethan begins playing. The graphics are strangely realistic, and the NPCs seem unusually responsive. As Ethan progresses, he notices something odd. Events in the game begin affecting real life. When he gains a sword in the game, he finds a toy sword next to his bed. When he loses health, he feels weak in reality. Then, he encounters an NPC, a girl named Liora, who pleads for his help. You must defeat the Shadow King before he escapes into your world. The stakes become real when Ethan wakes up in the game itself, transported into its world. He is now the main character, fully immersed. Liora explains that the final level was never meant to be played, it was meant to be won, or the darkness would spread. Ethan, scared but determined, takes on the quest. Ethan battles through dungeons, solving puzzles, and leveling up. The closer he gets to the Shadow King's castle, the more he feels the game merging with his world. Shadows flicker in his bedroom, and reality distorts. At the castle's peak, he faces the Shadow King, a towering figure with piercing red eyes. You are just a boy. You cannot defeat me. Ethan, using everything he has learned, fights bravely but is almost defeated. In a desperate move, he remembers the game's name, the final level, and realizes the only way to win is not to fight but to finish the game. He runs past the Shadow King, reaching a glowing portal. As he jumps through, the game world collapses behind him. He wakes up in his room, the cartridge gone. His console screen simply says, "Congratulations, player 1." Was it just a game, or something more? Ethan isn't sure, but he knows one thing: some games are meant to stay unfinished. The moral of the story is that sometimes the greatest challenges in life are not about fighting, but about understanding how to move forward. It also teaches that not everything mysterious should be explored recklessly, and that courage, intelligence, and perseverance are key to overcoming obstacles.